I turned 2 IKEA Kallax units into the workbench of my dreams, and let me show you how. I thrifted 2 of these Kallax units, so I first started by sanding and cleaning them, and then I went to the store and bought some brackets. I got some no more nails, and I used that to attach the 2 pieces together, and also did the same thing with the brackets all throughout the piece to secure and make sure that these 2 were stuck together and not coming apart anytime soon. Next, I got some slick stick and I primed these pieces as it's not real wood and needed some adhesion primer. Then I got big sheets of plywood delivered. I used 6mm thick ply, and I cut 2 sheets to match both the bottom and the top in equal size. I attached them with no more nails in my nail gun, sanded down, and then I flipped it over and did the same thing to the top of the piece. Next, I traced the edge of a paint jar and I used my jigsaw to round off those sharp edges so I wouldn't poke myself. I then smoothed out the top, and then the piece looked like this. Next, I moved on to the base. I had some spare 2x1s, so I cut them down with my miter saw, and then I used some wood glue and my nail gun, and I attached them to the base to give it more of a custom look. Next, I chose 2 silk colors and I mixed them together to create a beautiful light gray. I wanted a gray piece because my workshop's quite dark and this will brighten up the space a little bit. Then I went back and used some body filler to patch in where the 2 units meet each other. I should have done this earlier, but that's okay, we move on. Next, I used some Dixie Belle transfers. I applied these herringbone patterns to an old piece of MDF because I wanted to create a custom sign. Then I got some more spare pine wood and I used my router to notch out a little bit of a lip so this wood would fit perfectly over my sign and sit nice and flush. I used a spirit level in my nail gun to attach this wood frame that I made and my sign so it would sit on the edge of this work unit and it would say the foot piece, and it will say that, but I will make a sign after this video is done. Just bear with me. In the meantime, it's just a temporary little logo, but I thought it would be really cool. Then I used gator hide. This is a very tough wearing top coat, and I sealed the top of my unit with this so it would be really easy to work on and not scratch as much. Then I had some spare hooks and I attached them to the side to hang things on. After the piece was drying, I turned it on its side and I attached these snap lock legs, which meant that I could easily move this huge unit and I can lock them back in place when I wanted it to be sturdy again, like so. And after 2 days work, this is the final result, guys. I now have so much extra storage in my workspace. I have a really cool area that I'm gonna make a custom sign. What do you guys think? I still cannot believe these are IKEA Kallax units.